What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. We in these streets. Told you, we in these construction streets. So, construction right here. Changing the whole store up. All this stuff right here is coming down today. Right here. And we're going to put it in a big machine. It's going to be more of a kiosk, 24 hours. I'm going to still be running everything. But you know how it is. It's the years of the robots now. You feel what I'm saying? It's all about them robots. You know what I mean? But anyway, I just thought if sorry about the lighting or whatever, but it's bright in here because it ain't nothing covering it. So if this is bright, I apologize. Forgive me for this video. But I won't try to be long. I'm just going to talk about what everybody's been talking about. Everybody has been mentioning about Jerry Jones and this world tour that he's been doing, his media world tour, talking about the contract and what was supposed to happen between him and Mr. David M, because I don't want to tear up his last name. Y'all know the agent because everybody been talking about. He's one of the most powerful agents in the NFL. Over $1 billion worth of clients, worth of money. So he's the man, right? So if you I don't know if it's going to play the video because I'm trying to show the video on here, but if it doesn't play it, Michael Irvin, interviewed Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones basically said him and Micah had a deal in place, had already the parameters, had the highest guarantee of any non-quarterback out there, had talked about the years, everything with Micah, everything was sold up. And then all of a sudden Jerry said he sent it over to them and they said, you can stick it up your ass. Paraphrasing. That's not what they said. But they probably was like, they were like, nah, we ain't doing that, not without us. So basically, when the agents got a hold of it, so Jerry says, they were like, nah, we ain't doing that. We're going to go ahead and negotiate this contract. Then Jerry said, well, I had already moved off to what I had already talked about. We had already made this deal, and I had already moved off on the parameters. So now it is what it is. So now I guess he's going to be on Stephen A. Smith, talking to the media, just like when, if y'all remember, Stephen Jones, when Dak was getting his contract, if y'all remember, Jerry's doing the world tour. But if y'all remember, Stephen Jones was doing the world tour when Dak was about to get signed. And they were franchise tagging him. And I remember Stephen Jones kept on saying, Dak got to understand there's only so much of the pie. We got to pay this person. We got to pay that person. We got to pay this. And that's when Stephen Jones was interviewing heavy. I think he had like maybe at least two interviews where he kept on talking about this Dak thing in the contract, right? So that's just funny how y'all signed some Jake Ferguson who ain't did a damn thing. We like Jake, but he didn't do a damn thing. He ain't produced. I mean, for the deal that you gave him, he ain't produced. But you ain't taking him through the mirror because you know what it is. Oh, he grateful. Let's throw him something real good. Make it look like, oh, see, he want to be with the Cowboys. He ain't throwing up the stink. See how we just gave him some money? Yeah, of course he would take that money. He ain't do shit. He didn't really do anything to earn that extension which y'all gave him as far as you talking about numbers, right? He had an okay rookie season, but he regressed. And then y'all rewarded him with a 4-year deal. And you knew he wasn't going to say anything because that's what he wanted. You know what I mean? He probably surprised y'all would negotiate with him because y'all said y'all weren't going to do it. It was going to be a prove year. And all of a sudden you threw him some money, make it look like, oh, we signed people, see other people are grateful. It's just a ploy. But now I got off a little bit off topic. My thing is this. I just feel like Jerry is going around making him look good and making Micah and the agent look bad. Because now if you like not the invested deep in it fan, the casual fan is going to be like, see, Micah greedy, just like they painted Dak. Just like they painted Dak. Dak greedy, Dak greedy, Dak greedy. Dak changed his agency right before he was about to do these deals. You know why? Because he already knew he was about to get played. I need the best to go against them because they're going to play me. You see the Joneses? They're negotiating without their agent. Okay, so you talk to Micah. Micah ain't his own agent. So why are you talking about a deal and putting up parameters and guarantees and all that, and he ain't representing himself? You doing contract malpractice. You don't negotiate a deal without his agent because the first thing he says, oh, I like all that, but I got to talk to my agent. You get what I'm saying? So everything you said, Jerry, in my opinion, don't matter. And the casual fan who don't know any better gonna, oh, see, you greedy. He already had the deal. He was gonna make you the richest guy ever. And now look at you. See what I'm saying? You painted that picture with Dak that he was greedy. Now you paint this picture with Micah that you was greedy. I was gonna make him the highest paid, guaranteed, all that. But now you painting the picture. That's why these players change the agent. Have you noticed also, before I get off here, right before Dak was getting his deal, he changed his agent? I don't know if CD did it. I should check. I know Tyler Smith did. I know he just changed his agency. And I'm gonna check on this to see. A lot of these big name players, like with the Cowboys, they change. I wonder if they change their agents right before they get ready to deal with these Joneses. You know why? Because the Joneses gonna screw them. And Boss said some things a while back that I really think is starting to be true. But I don't want to get into that controversy right now. I'll talk about that later. But I just feel like a lot of these players now are like, okay, yeah, let me go ahead and change my agency because this agency I deal with the Jones is going to take them through the ringer. So let me get the top dog and let me get the big man because I need to get everything I can for them because they're going to undercut me. That's what always happens, it seems like. They end up making them the richest, but they got to get them agents to make them the richest. Because if they get one of them regular agents who just take anything, they'll play them and undercut them. That's why they got to get the most powerful and the best to go against the Joneses. Because they know Rodgers Joneses is notorious for trying to undercut their top players. And that's why this happens the way it is. So, it's funny. A lot of people going now side with Jerry. He knows how to reel the people back in. He's smart doing the world tour, get everybody on his side, make the player look greedy, make the agent look greedy, and make it look like I'm trying to make him the most paid. I'm trying to do this and that. But you see, that's why they painted it with Dak. They painted with these players. And y'all always want to jump on the side of management. I ain't jumping on the side of no management, dog. When has management ever sided for you? Y'all jump for the Joneses. Management don't never side for you. Management ain't never giving you the best deal ever. No, they're not. They're always trying to undercut you, dog. So, and all I got to say is this, my last thing in saying this, the contract distractions, look what's happened. When we had the 2019 Ezekiel Elliott distraction, what happened? No playoffs. Coach fired. You had the 2020 next year, Dak franchise. What happened? Controversy. Back and forth. What happened? Dak get hurt. What? Week 5? No playoffs. 2024 last year. Dak, CD, controversy. Contract controversy. Dominated the headlines. What happened? Both of them got hurt. Neither one of them finished the year. Missed playoffs. Next year, Micah Parsons, 2025. Contract dispute. Question mark I put in my Twitter. Go follow me. James Yates. Twitter. BigGameJames.bgj.com, whatever it is. What's going to happen with this season? You got a new coach. You see Brian Robinson Jr. just got signed by the Niners. You still need help. We thought that the Cowboys are moving a little different because they got George Pickens. That's the shut-up signing. It's whatever. I'm just talking about it. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping like I used to, like I told y'all. I just think it's hilarious now sitting back and watching it because I don't get mad at it because I'm not invested like in it like that because they made it this way. I was deep invested in it, but these Cowboys made it this way. It's front office, the distractions, the games, and I feel like it affects the coaching, it affects the players. Do the players really go all out? I just feel like all these things become distractions, and it stops you from getting your ultimate goal and getting to a championship or a Super Bowl. These little things get in the way. And you have a coach who has to put up with this, and do you really have the strong type of coach that can deal with this? Because all these coaches seem to always phase out, something always seems to happen. And I feel like, hey, the controversy starts up top and it always trickles down to the bottom, and that's nothing but a distraction. And I don't know where you think your season's going to be great when you got another distraction with one of your top players who, yeah, he probably not going to sit out because he don't want to miss game checks. But is his mind going to be there? Is he going to be all the way right? Is he not going to get hurt like these other guys that sat out and did this and got hurt? Like I said, it's the same old thing in Dallas. Drama Central. They love it. That's why they don't win. That's why I don't get the ultimate prize anymore. Big Game James. I'm out. Peace.